First Nations, listen. I speak from the past and a part of history that never died, the living memory under our tongues, the stories that survived the ledger, the prayers that still know the way home. They say a bill is coming. They say a name on paper means nothing, or it means everything, depending on who gets to read the fine print and who has to live the consequences. Bill C-5, you said it's law, but I want the law in plain breath. I want the purpose made visible. I want to know what it changes and who it threatens, what it protects, and what it takes. So I'm asking for permission to feel. I'm asking for clarity, because when governments move, people move with them, and some bodies move faster than their rights. Some communities are made to carry the cost before the ink is even dry. They call certain harms incidents. They call certain losses unfortunate outcomes. They call the aftermath regrettable. But patterns don't happen by accident. Systems don't drift into violence. Systems are designed, and then they learn how to look innocent. Strategic, chemical-placed fires. That image is a warning, not a metaphor for everything. It means harm can be planned. Harm can be dressed as confusion. Harm can be moved through policy like a rumor through a crowd. But we are not managed. We are witnesses. And even when the world wants to reduce us to statistics, to headlines, to hashtags, to numbers that balance a budget, we remain the ones who remember. The land doesn't just hold bodies, it holds names. It holds the truth of what happened. Azrael's ashes in a urn. That image is heavy, yes. But let it be used for meaning, not for mourning. Let it mean death is not the final language, because grief without action is just another kind of silence. No turning forward, no looking back. Not because the past has no power, but because we refuse to be trapped in other people's cages. We turn forward with our elders beside us. We look back when we need to read the tracks, to understand who left them, to understand why they were hidden. Carousels of chaos. We've seen systems spin until people forgot they're being led. We've seen confusion sold as inevitability and process used like a wall between suffering and justice. So when the music plays, we ask, who is holding the strings? Cosmic design. Ancestors don't just watch us. They help us remember the right way to stand. And the stars are not random, not to us. We've always known that survival follows a pattern. Swirling in the spectrum, not just color, but connection. Connection is a fact. Connection is accountability. Connection is treaty. Connection is water that must remain clean. Connection is community that must remain whole. Follow the rabbit that's laughing in the mirror, because sometimes the trap looks like insight. Sometimes the lies smile like a friend. Sometimes the mirror tries to tell you that you're the problem. So ask the question they don't want you to ask. Who profits from my fear? Firstborn, First Nations, ancient wisdom. The kind of wisdom that does not only survive, it teaches. Teaches how to hold grief without becoming a stone. Teaches how to stand without shrinking. Teach us how to rise without erasing. Teach us transformation, not metamorphosis as punishment, not metamorphosis as terror, but metamorphosis as survival. Galaxy of power, power like breath, power like language returning to the mouth, power like community holding each other up when the world tries to tilt. And if you want to devour us, let the same intensity that tries to destroy become the intensity that returns. If you're liking this content, subscribe to the channel for more transmissions from the galaxy. And if you would like to go deeper and meet soul to soul, I have a link in the description. Metamorphosis devouring you, devouring the lies, devour the stolen time, devour the paperwork that pretends harm is just policy, devour the comfort of denial, because truth is hungry too, and truth always finds a way to eat the lie. Night always comes to an end. Not because night is weak, but because we are strong enough to outlast it. Babylon will get what it deserves. And hear me. This isn't a chant for entertainment. It's a reckoning for the truth that finally has to speak. Babylon is the language of systems that forgot who they were built for. Babylon is the arrogance of power that believes it can outlive consequences. But no system lasts forever. No empire stays untouched. No lie stays unchallenged when people remember themselves. So let this be the moment where we stop waiting for permission. We stop accepting vague statements and call for exact wording, where we demand the details, the impacts, the protections, the costs that never appear on glossy papers. We don't need fear to be creative. We need truth to be loud. We don't need rage to lead us. We need direction. We have direction. First Nations, from land to water to sea, from story to statue to survival. We will not be moved like furniture. We will be recognized like relatives. We will be respected like nations. And if the law tries to make us small, we will answer with what we have always had: memory, community, song, and the unbreakable work of becoming. So the next time someone says inevitable, we will ask, from whom? And the next time they say necessary, we will ask, why and at what cost? Because night always comes to an end, and so does silence when we decide to speak. When we decide to witness, when we decide to transform. We are still here, and we will be clearer tomorrow, more than we are today.